Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome back to part 3 of the Swapper. This time with vocals. Oh dear, how embarrassing to lose the audio from the first 10 or 15 minutes or so of last episode, and I'm going to be keeping a little eye on those YouTube statistics. I'm going to see a little drop. I'm thinking the best thing to do with that actually is probably to just record a director's commentary over the top. We'll see how we get on with that one when I come to do that edit. Peeling back the man behind the curtain for a second, it is later in the same day as I recorded episode 2. So even though this one episode is out a week later, so you'll have already seen what I already did with the last episode. I haven't fully decided yet what I'm going to do with it. I'd rather not cut those 10 minutes. I'd rather just leave it on, and maybe I'll do an extra recording over the top of it. Okay, for today though, hey, we've got a security gate that we can now open, a couple of mysterious rocks, and an unexplored hatch. So let's go. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week and a great start to your December. Hopefully you're...
Good. The only access to mine side now is via gravity control. From where you are, you should be able to access an airlock. You're going to have to take a spacewalk across the station exterior.
Ooh. Very interesting. Hope you guys are all getting ready for your Christmas period. What is thought? I think I know it must have rules. We may not see the noumena, but we surely know they are the cause of the thoughts. Some of us have grown crazy. Everything there is thought. It's very interesting, if rocks could think, they'd probably think something along those lines. We've got a long-distance teleporter, which is... What do we have here? Memory terminal, log number 10, emergency evac 2. This morning, the last senior crew member disengaged the lockdown on the high security labs and relocated us all here. The labs are well shielded and the doors are sealed tight. Everyone's hoping we've not been followed here by whatever it is that's killing us. Okay, so we've got a long-distance teleporter. We've got an airlock out this way, but before we go to the airlock, do we not want to try out... Got some sample containment, some metaphysics, and xeno research. Let's go and have a little look at some of these rooms down here. More orbs, please. More orbs.
This is where we developed the device in your hands. We looked at the way the Watchers communicate and built a delivery system for it.
Mm-hmm.
To be frank with you, we didn't know what on earth it was at first. It turns out it swaps people's souls about.
Oh, just that. Right, I see. So we can in here. Another terminal, log number 12, accident report. Casualties, Albert Petrovich and Diana Moss. Ranking crew member statement. Petrovich and Moss volunteered to take part in the first test engagement of the swapping core between individual crew members. The procedure was conducted safely, however both crew members immediately reported extensive memory loss, meaning it has been impossible to verify whether a swap actually took place or not. With a little more time, we believe we can correct the memory loss and complete the experiment successfully. Commander's assessment: a complete ban on all testing of the swapper device between individual crew members is to take effect immediately. I understand your safety record for use of the device between cloned subjects remains untarnished. Consider yourself fortunate that this avenue of research remains open to you. Ah, so maybe that's why we can't remember anything. Perhaps. Yeah, so we've got a Trigon orb over there. Oh, blimey, I'm going to have a little think about how all of that interacts. So we can pop you here. And that's going to let us do some zapping. Ah, that's fine, that's fine. Pew. Ah, we've got too many people. We've got too many people because we've still got one of them down here. Which we don't really need anymore, to be honest. No, so we definitely, it's this guy who's surplus, isn't it? So we've got one person here now. Now, what's going to happen if I put a guy down here? Yeah, that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. I need to clear one of these two people somehow after I put this guy up here. Something like this. And then drop you guys in together. Ah, nah, I kind of need one of them to die, don't I? Because it's not going to be any good. Because I can only absorb them if I'm in control of them at the time. See, they still count as two people inside there, which is going to kind of be no good. Like, it's going to be pretty close to something like this, I would imagine. Oh, do you know what? Maybe I can get... no, because he's going to... Yeah, the door's going to close before he gets the axe. So can't do anything like with sneaky timing super easily. Okay, let's grab these two guys. Let's get out of there and come back. Let's mull over that puzzle for a minute and we will come back in just a second. Oh! There's a teleporter in here. Oh, blimey, this has got, like, loads more side parts. I thought that was the airlock. Okay. I mean, there can't be very much in here because the rooms are going to be dead-ended pretty quickly, so I'm assuming that this is a bit of a dead end. Let's check this one out first. Yep, cool, this is a puzzle room. Log number 11, Swapper Research Interests, Team B report. Discovering what the Swapper did was easy. Our new research priority is to work out how. I believe that it is synthesizing some part of the Watcher's telepathic communication. Somehow it's able to relocate raw consciousness while leaving the physical body intact. To understand the device and perhaps consciousness itself, we must understand the Watchers, says Dr. Chalmers, who is the lady we've been following. Okay, so you can't fire through there. We can place someone through here, though. But yeah, we can't fire through it. Oh yeah, well that's no good, is it? So that one was a pretty straightforward room. Let's go to the mysterious rock first. How long has it been like this, and not like the Great Chain before? And I suppose you do kind of lose all sense of time when you're a rock, right? So, another Trigon orb there. So, let's assume we need that thing. So we can put a guy down here. That's straightforward enough. And that prevents us shooting up here, but we can place... And we can place someone inside... Oh no, this becomes purple. Because we've got blue intersecting the red right here. Yes, you can't place in the blue. Tricky. Slightly tricky one, right? Let's go and get our clones back. So you can't jump up to that platform from this block. So what is the purpose of the block? Is the purpose of the block to prevent that going all the way to the bottom? Could be, because that allows you to fire someone up there. Okay, let's try and go as wide as possible on this one. Because I think what we want to do, like, even maybe as... yeah, literally as far away as we can. Give us the biggest angle of attack on this. Now we cannot place someone back here. We could put someone in here though. Yeah, nah, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, more logic needed. More logic needed here. Our options are, right, with this block, that we can have a really narrow, thin bit of red light, or we could have a really wide bit of red light. So I'm sensing that a thin bit of red light is probably where we want to be. I don't see any other use for this block, personally. We can't create a clone inside the blue field. Oh, unless we can move the block over the blue light. Like, is that a thing that can be done? Ha 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 ha! Oh, nice. Right, so now we've got someone up there. Now we need to... it's not quite so easy, is it? It's not quite that obvious. Okay. Pew pew. So this guy is stuck. Yeah, he cannot move to the right. But that means to grab this block all the way over here, I'm going to need to move all the way to the right. And then I need to swap and swap. Yeah, right. Okay. I see it. So, come this way, gentlemen. Come this way. Alright. So, we're going to be here. And you are going to be there, and you're going to be as far over there as you can be. And what we're going to do... Well, that sucks. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to push that into there as best as we can. And... Got it.
The problem has always been, no matter how far you dig down into the human brain, you'll never identify something that is consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
But the Swapper has taught us that the mind is some fundamental part of the universe which is not physical, and which we can now control.
It's an interesting premise, for sure. Yeah. I mean, so far we haven't even touched upon in any way the actual ethics of cloning yourself and then, you know, your character seems incredibly quick to just accept the fact that to make progress on some of these puzzles, you've got to clone yourself and just let your clones bite the dust. It's quite dark in that respect. And I do wonder if we are going to have any discussion of the moral implications of that. Yeah. Okay, so we have a block here. So it's a block push-in puzzle again. So let's get here. We're going to get here. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that is not how that's going to work for sure. Right, let's grab this block. Now I have a feeling that we're going to want to have something like a guy up here, which we could swap to. Alright, let's try that again. And we'll just pop a person like... yeah, it's going to be something like this, right? Because all you're doing is you're just moving a... You're just going to move the block for us. Okay. 31 orbs down. We're making great progress here. And that is this section complete. So let's go back to this room then. And see how we're feeling now about that puzzle. Okay. So we need to, I think we need to do this puzzle with 4 people, potentially, yeah? Do this puzzle with 4? So this button hits up this. Now if I do... Ah, now the red is going to prevent me pinging, yeah? And the door comes down too quickly for it to be able to be used. On the other hand... What if I get like a second person standing on this? Because nah. I was thinking maybe if I get a second person, it will keep the button down long enough that the first person can get in through the closing door. So no, this must have a much more sensible intended solution. If I absorb anyone up here, of course, like there's really doesn't seem to be any way to get that guy out of there. So, let's see, what are our options, right? We can place a guy up here. And we can link to him. So, this is fine. I mean, we can place someone behind us there. What I need is to get this guy absorbing to this guy, yeah? So ping you, put another guy down here. we go. That is going to be a very workable solution for us. Bong! We are up to 34. Oh, ping! And then up this way. And that was Xeno Research. So, sample containment and metaphysics is going to be our next section over here. And we're going to do that before airlock, yeah? Well, we've got way more than 24 orbs, so let's give it a whirl.
Non-human organics purged.
What is that? And why does it have a tail? And what is this?
Attention. Access to metaphysics via sample containment is restricted to qualified empiricists.
Empiricists. Okay. Unexplored teleport machine. Let's go. Where's it taking us? So we've got one with like little cones. No, yeah, they've all just got little cones. Okay. So that's taken us down. I have been changed, as if the other minds like yours had a will that could cut through my own. We didn't read this, Rock. Some of the minds that probed us believed only in the physical world. Some believed in something more. They never ceased arguing. So broadly speaking, is this just like the direction that it takes you each time? So this takes us to the right? Yeah, it does seem to be that way, doesn't it? This going down? Ooh, this is starting to look a little different, isn't it? Okay, we go to the right. Oh wait, there was a rock in there. The way for the thought of the passage of the day is the day for the thought of the passage of the way. It's very reminiscent. It's a very reminiscent meter of, for those of you with kids, The Snail and the Whale. Amazing book. This is the tale of the tiny snail and the great big grey-blue humpback whale. It's one of the best, like, plenty of children's books rhyme, but like The Snail and the Whale has this amazing meter to it, right? Because rhyming, it obviously goes a lot beyond just making sure the last word on the line rhymes. You know, you want to make sure you're getting that cadence throughout the sentences. Snail and the Whale, one of the best ones I've ever read. If you've got children's book recommendations for great rhyme, great meter, put them in the comments below. Love it. Okay, yeah, we're going upwards. We've got no rock in this one, which is kind of interesting, but got a rock here though. TUVWXYZ, now I know your ABC. Won't you come and release me? Oh, that's real sad. So that's interesting. So unexplored teleport machine. It's just going to take us straight down into the basement. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we're getting spooky. It's spooky time. Log number 14 memo. Some Watcher specimens are millions of years old, so it's fair to assume a high level of intellectual development. if they're telepathic as well, I think Chori 5's indigenous species may be the universe's oldest, most powerful quantum computer. If only we knew the programming language. It's not necessarily the fact that, well, okay, because they're old, that means they're incredibly intelligent, because they're rocks, right? They might perceive, like, there's already a lot of suggestion just from what they're saying that they could well be perceiving time on a totally different scale to how these humans would perceive it. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're thinking the deep thoughts. They might just be thinking incredibly slow thoughts, you know? Pajul, where are we going? Where are we going? We are here. We've got a long-distance teleport machine. We've got more teleporters that'll go here, here, here. We've got some Trigon orbs. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Ooh, big ominous face. Love it. That's the long-distance teleporter. The other mines here were always turning. They thought of the world a little as we do. Okay, let's take the right-hand one first. Oh, nice transition animation there. Did you see that? That time we actually whipped over to the right, which I don't think we did before. Or maybe we did and I just didn't notice it. But yeah, nice little whip pan there. Okay, where are we going and what are we trying to accomplish here? Okay, we've got a thing we can't get past. We've got sliding blocks, which I assume are going to slide down these slopes. What does that mean in terms of... Yeah, okay. I see something here with this. Oh, we can just walk up here. So this is kind of fine, except for the fact that there's nowhere that we're going to be able to place a person here, right? Because all of this is blue. All of that is blue. Bonk! Okay, so what are we going to need? We're going to need, almost certainly, we're going to need to drop a person down here. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Your clones can grab at the same time as you do. The controls are a little bit fiddly, to be fair, but like... Yeah, okay. Ah, no, but the first block is much, much slower than the second. Mind you, shouldn't matter too much, because we can grab the orb. So not a terribly difficult puzzle, but yeah, there's some implications to that. The fact that your clones can also grab a block at the same time, which we're going to need to have a little bit of consideration for. Is that upwards? No, that's downwards. Let's go upwards. Because yeah, smaller room means less possibility space, yeah? So we can drop a clone down here, and that clone's gonna hit that button there. Now, yeah, whilst we're in the red, we can't zap at all. We can't ping at all. We can place, but we cannot ping. Yeah, well, we can't ping. We can't ping. So we need to get... We need to get a clone stood on that and stood on these at the same time. So we can't place anyone in here. Best we're going to do is place someone up there, but you know what? Actually, that's a pretty terrible idea. So we'll put that there. Okay, let's start by getting you onto this switch. And what we're going to want to do is probably just like... Oh, hang on, wait. I'm the wrong person right now. Yeah, it's that one. So what I think we're going to want to do is do something like this. But we also need to get you over to there at the same time. That's a tricky one. So, no point, can't ping to you. Could ping to you from here. Maybe I do want to be on the ground. Maybe I do want to be on the ground, because I can make and ping. And I can... Ah, but I can't kill these guys off, though. Yeah, and I've now got all 5 of my clones in here. Ooh, okay. We can't ping that way. The fact that this is red and this is purple tells me that there might be something to do with placing, like, here? Yeah, nah, but that's... Ugh. It's interesting that the button lines up basically perfectly with this guy, though. So putting a guy right there and trying to put another one sort of, kind of, well, oh, no. Well, I did that wrong. Okay, let's have a think about this backwards, right? We need a guy standing here, we need a guy standing here, and we need us to have view on this. We cannot ping out of the red, and we cannot ping out of the pink. So best we're going to do is something like this. I need this guy to be a lot further. Ah, right, so from you I put this guy up. Okay, right, I think I got it. I think I've got it. Okay, so I'm going to pop a guy down here. Basically as far as we can. And then from here, zap you, and something like this. And then... problem is, I'm now standing in the red. Which it cannot be doing. I've got one more clone I can place. And let's be real, right? As far as those two lining up perfectly on their corners, that's pretty much as good as we're going to get there. Problem is, nowhere I can ping to from here. I can place a person, but I'm not going to be able to ping. So, how do I solve that problem? So what I did was, it's going to be something along these lines. It's going to be something along these lines, right? So we go as far as we can. No, we go this way, and we're going as far as we can. So as soon as we are in there, we cannot ping anymore. I think you need to be sort of roughly in line with this guy. Now we could get to this guy. That's an option. But that is not in line of sight. Like, we could get the guy slightly closer to the corner, maybe, but it's going to be, yeah, real questionable, real questionable. We need him as close to the corner as possible. Okay. The only problem is if you mess it up, that's what happens, isn't it? Okay. Now, what's the limit of that? That's still fine. That's not fine. Okay. So we should definitely be hitting that first, and we are hitting that first by quite some way. But yeah, even that is proven to be a little bit of a tricky one. Yeah, we don't have line of sight to it. We don't have line of sight. And I can't... Oh! Well, hang on. Yeah, I can't ping out of this anyway. Because I'm in the middle of a red light, aren't I? Yeah, I can't ping out of this anyway because I'm in the middle of a red light. So I need to be standing... Eventually, I need to be standing somewhere out here. So these two are surplus to requirements, right? I need to basically find a way to do this, but without all those extra people. Oh, hang on. Have I missed a more obvious solution to this? Because if I pop a guy... Oh, well, I can't ping out. I can't ping out of the red. That's the problem. So I can't place someone in here. And I can't ping out of the red anyway. Ah, but, is it something like... There might not be enough people to be able to do this, to be fair. If I put a person here and swap to him... Well, nah, because I still need to have someone there anyway. Tricky. If I have them actually closer to each other, does that improve what I can do here? Oh, well, it's only your main one that can... It's only your main one that can absorb, right? Oh, of course, but if he absorbs from in here, then he's not going to be able to... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to ping out. That's the problem. Ah, shoot, right. I need to have a real think about this puzzle. But I tell you what, my friends. We are out of time for today. Wow, okay, first puzzle that we are really stumped on. Next time out, we might have a little palette cleanser, do this puzzle down here, but then we're going to have to come back here, because I don't want to be missing no orbs. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy episode 3 of the Swapper, please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.